Audio, video, take care of it all. Too much. Okay, can we hear now? There we go. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Like I said, we reset the studio up so we can get right down here where we need. So we're going to do that. But let's start with the rewind and let's see the whole thing in 20 minutes. The whole 20 minutes in just about a minute. So again, a simple dark shape kind of fading off as it gets into the background. Our number 3 gray for the hay bales. Soften some transitions here. And then I do quite a bit of work with my eraser and smudging around. So that was 10 minutes. Again, 10 minutes isn't too fast. So in this one, I'm going to set up my darks. Right, we've got darks going vertical, and we've got darks that cast shadows on the ground. There we go, and some smaller trees back there. And that gray is gonna help hold that light that's shimmering through those trees. Right? We gotta have some time to get to that light effect. So I thought maybe if I sketched along with you, we could do that. Look at that light in the scene. There we go. Alright. So hopefully everybody can hear now. I managed to turn on the microphone. So should we just get started? Izzy and Cindy will be back on Sunday. So if you tuned in for those two beauties, you have to join us again. We've got class in the morning. And then that'll be it for this week. We'll pick up again Sunday evening with Sketch Club and another full week, and then I'll be taking over Art Central's Instagram account Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and we'll be talking all about mediums, what they're for and how to use them. So if that's what you're into, make sure to tune in there. But in the meantime, why don't we get to sketching? Alright, uh-oh. Somehow we got mirrored here. Let's undo that. There we go. That seems a little more natural to me. So let me get the reference image up, and we'll set our timer and go. Oops. And I seem to have messed this whole thing up here. Give me just a second. We'll have your reference images up in a jiffy. In a jiffy. You always forget how finely balanced everything is, and then you go to change a little camera and everything goes awry. But we're on top of it. We're on top of it. Here we go. We're going to add this. And just like that. There it is. So as a reminder, you can find these on a website under Sketch Club. So now that we have that, why don't you give me half a second? Let me go ahead and upload our next one. So we're ready to go for the evening. Alright, so there'll be our second one. But we'll start with that. So the timer will start now. So 10 minutes. So anybody's new around here, we try to work with 4 distinct values. And instead of working with line, we're working in mass. So we want to think about mass, tones, and shapes more than edges. Okay, so let's make sure to get some nice solid white in there. And then, can we give the effect of that moon? If that moon was really glowing, if it was just a glow, then what would that mean for the area around it? would be a little lighter too, right? And then maybe it might just ever so slightly eat away at a little bit of that. I think we might see some reflections on here. Maybe even the top of the hay out here. Maybe it is everywhere. Is yellow, golden. So it would shimmer in the moonlight. Would shimmer. We want to be careful not to overdo that. We don't want the reflection of the hay bales to be as bright as the moon. And again, this isn't about copying, but it's about designing some value patterns. One thing that's easy to overlook are transitions. Like the edge between the land and here is much harder than here. So if we kind of soften that up, because if the light's behind it, it's going to be casting a shadow our way. And we don't want to really focus on the base of the trees. We want your eyes going towards the sky. So just by taking that hard edge out, that releases your eye from those areas. Okay, and the same is true for back there, and we don't want this needs to be even lighter, doesn't it? Because it's way back there. There's definitely no hard edge to be had back here. Whereas up here, might be a way to say forward. All right, let's see if I can manage to talk and draw at the same time. Maybe it's a welcome relief. Little silence. A little quiet never hurt anybody, I don't think. Not too badly anyway. So can we get these hay bales to go near to far? Darker, heavier on some of these closer ones. And I've made these little square hay bales. You know, they got big round ones. Really do any shape we want. But again, 10 minutes isn't very long. 10 minutes, these little sketches. Hopefully what the sketches do is spark your imagination to influence your other work, or to do something a little more substantial with what we start, or just have fun and forget about it when it's finished. So again, what direction am I going? I'm just trying to go less. So I'm doing less pressure, less definition, less size, but we don't want to get too sloppy. I feel like some of these have gotten a little sloppy. Right? Sometimes when we're starting out, the hard thing to know is kind of, well, what should be clear and what should be vague or not so clear. Again, the eraser can help to Send those back. And one thing I think will be helpful is we've let the sky get just a touch of dark here as we go up. Not dark, but gray, darker. And we could reinforce the idea of that glow of the moon. Again, the glow on the grass, so I'm just darkening the edges there a little bit so that there's more movement towards the center. The center, not the center of the camp, but the center of the light. I know, when I'm doing art I got no personality. I don't know what to tell you. What do you people want? You want art and personality, and there's no personality, there's no pretty girls, just some burnt stick being rubbed around tonight. Just some burnt stick being rubbed around. Alright, the timer says 2:45. 2:45. Again, just because we want this a little darker, it still needs to read as sky. Alright, we don't want our sky to have a bunch of lines in it. I don't know. When I'm dreaming of skies, I don't dream of a bunch of lines. I dream of those slow, gradual transitions. All right, so we're under 2 minutes. How's it going with everybody? How's it going? I'm going to pull out a couple hard edges here and there. Can I do it? Can I do it? Of course I can. I could always press stop on the timer. How would you guys know? Let's play fair. Let's see what we can do in 10 minutes. All right, a little action there. How about right over here? Maybe get a little action in the background. Right? By action, I'm talking a harder edge, a better shape. Something to talk about. Right? Didn't Bonnie Raitt say, let's give them something to talk about? Was she talking about a hard edge? Huh? Was that art related? No? Oh. Alright, well. I don't always know what's going on. Don't always know what's going on out there. Yeah. Ooh. Smudging is fun. Alright, how did I do with an extra 10 minutes? An extra 10 minutes. So I painted on this 10 minutes earlier. We're doing the recording. And then we just did the recording in a minute. And instead I gotta go. It feels like this is a little hard edged right there. A little hard edge there. Why are you so hard, man? Why are you so soften up? Alright. Alright, well, so what is that? 10 plus 10 is 20 plus 5. That's a 25-minute sketch. Again, not perfect, but we got ideas, right? Hay bales running towards the moon, a few layers of trees, we have rolling hills, a glowing moon in the sky. I don't know. I see potential. Okay. You guys want to know the real reason I wanted to do this? It was this one. It was this one. All right. Tom's here. Hey, Tom. Tom. Michael Brewster. Welcome, Michael. Welcome. So let's get our image changed out. We'll set a timer. Get this. Ooh, this is like the perfect format, huh? Right. Notice that I changed the format of mine a little bit. As artists, we're allowed to do that. We've applied and got our licensed. So I'll go ahead and deputize all of you guys so you'll have your license too. All right, so are we set? One more 10-minute on this one? What do you think? All right, let's go. One of the things I wanted to do was to get a ceiling on this. What I mean by ceiling is, again, hold in this light. Make this light, this tone of the paper, and the white special. In order for that to be special, the rest of the canvas needs to be different. Right? And we're going to, first off, make sure the difference is in value. Okay, so we got a little forest running through back here. And usually at the bottom of the forest it's going to be a little bit darker. And if that light's coming from behind, what's it going to do? It's going to throw shadow on the land. And I want to do all this. Why? So that light is special. Okay, we want to make sure to be able to show the light shining through there. So let's lay some value down back here. Yeah, it's hard to draw and talk at the same time. So, hope you guys will remember, if you're happy with what you do or you want to share, come back and share it in the comments here on Meyer Studio. Let everybody see what's happening. What's going on? And if you're interested in studying a little more or starting to learn a little more, we've got our online school up and running. I've only got one course in there right now, the fundamental forms in charcoal. But you'll learn about the basic tools and sketching in masses. We'll talk about the 3 values, our 4 values, our workflow, and we learn to build our forms. And what's the use of knowing fundamental forms? Because with fundamental forms we can build anything. This week I'm talking about cylinders. And where might a cylinder come in handy? Each one of these trees' trunks seem quite cylinder-esque to me. So you're going to use that everywhere. The arms, the legs of your figures. They're all over still lifes. Hills can be seen as cylinders. cylinders. I got my art brain on. I got my creative brain on. So my language might get a little funky. Not funky in that kind of way, but just, did that really make sense? Was that the word he was looking for? Maybe, maybe not. But you know what? I get to sketch. I'm happy. Again, this isn't necessarily, not trying to do this for the museums or anything, just stretching our artistic muscles. And I know since I've been doing Sketch Club these last few months, I don't know how long we've been doing Sketch Club now. I'm getting faster and more proficient. I see things cleaner and clearer, able to abbreviate better. And that's just so helpful when you're trying to work out problems. You're trying to work out problems and get a painting done. All right, we're about at a halfway mark, 5 minutes. Again, there's not a lot of time for grace here. This is more about trying to see these big patterns and quote-unquote developing them quickly. When I'm saying develop, right? Give us a sense of foreground, give us a sense of middle ground, try to give us a sense of background. Develop like that. All right, so can I make these trees heavier up here? Right, how do we know they're up here? Well, where do they end? Yeah, these are thin, but look where they end, or where they start, where they come out of the ground. So that all tells you that these are very close. These are the trees in our face. All right, and then even the leaves and stuff up here should be a little bit darker than the leaves back. We want each layer to get a little bit lighter and less distinct. Sorry guys, I really want to look up and look at the comments, but I'm so into this. Alright, so can we make these less then? Light gray light gray sweater to draw a charcoal. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Alright, then even more back here. Clouds in the sky back there. Try to capture some of those gray clouds floating through there. All right, 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Oh, the pressure, the pressure. Something gray back there. Again, I'd love to sit and design that shape and think about how big it is and in relation to this and that and this and that. There's no time, there's no time. We gotta go. There's a timer on us. Okay, let's frame this up in here. How are we doing? 1:30? So much time, so much time. How much can we do in 1:30? Okay, again, it's about that sense of light. I'm gonna try to compress that light to get a little bit more of a glow. Gotta finish with some darks. Let's make sure we got those darks on the tree. Bring that thing forward. Let's see, and since I'm not real familiar with these aspens, that's probably the wrong shape, but hey. Hey, it's a 25-minute drawing. Oh, we got 20 seconds. Don't get nervous. You guys aren't nervous. You know these things are on the website. You can go and work longer. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that for just a second. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that for just a second. Why? Because I need a sense of glow. I need a sense of glow. I'm just that kind of guy. I'm the kind of guy that just needs a little glow, alright? So just back it up. Just back it up and let me have my glow. Let me have a little glow. We're going to do that by taking a little bit of the value away. Eat the edges away just a little bit where that thing's shining through. Okay, I guess I need to give it up. But. Ah, the timer went off. Timer's the boss. Alright, can we keep praising the timer for a second? Buy ourselves another second or two. Just another second or two? Is that alright? And see, the great thing about this is if I don't look up at your comments, I can't see that you're disagreeing with me, so. Okay. How did we do? How did you do? Alright, there's a new online school. Lori made it. Hey, Lori. And there we go. Cottage cheese. What did I miss? Was I drawing cottage cheese or are you talking about my moon? Ah, thanks. Thanks. Alright, since we mixed it up tonight, we started with the rewind, and this was an extra additional 10 minutes on me. So there is no final rewind. That's all we got. That's everything. Boom. Second camera. That's it. Let's see. There we go. Alright, everybody. So again, I hope you had fun this week. And I hope that you're starting to see a little improvement if you've been showing up the whole time, or most of the time. Again, a little bit at a time, a little bit each week, 10, 20 minutes, 3 times a week. Before you know it. Alright, everybody, if you're in class, we'll see you in the morning. If everybody else, we'll be back Sunday evening. So have a great weekend. Thanks for your attention. Love to everybody. Bye, everybody.